The Blueridge Parkway is quite different than most national parks. Just think, a park 469 miles long, yet only 800 feet wide in many places. When early parkway planners began laying out the route, these mountains were not pristine. Poor farming practices, erosion, logging, and forest fires had taken a toll on their natural beauty. Yet these visionary planners placed the route with sensitivity and creativity and initiated practices that would restore the land and preserve the scenery. The fundamental principle of the Blueridge Parkway is one of simplicity. The road should not draw attention away from the natural setting. Planners paid extraordinary attention to every detail, even the smallest elements like rock walls, bridges, and steps, so that each would appear to be part of the environment. The parkway you see now is based on thousands of carefully crafted plans and drawings. The design process was lengthy and began with tracing out the route on topographic maps. Master plans for each recreation area were drawn and redrawn. Engineers drafted drawings of the 26 tunnels, 264 overlooks, and 168 bridges. Then hundreds of parkway land use maps captured the as-built details implemented during construction. The parkway land use maps show the location of the motor road, park structures, roadside plantings, and other features. They still guide Parkway staff in developing work plans to manage and maintain park landscapes and structures. In 1933, Stanley Abbott, a 27-year-old Cornell University-educated landscape architect, began his work as the resident landscape architect of what would become the Blueridge Parkway. Many years later, he said to his son, "There will never be another Blueridge Parkway." The number of unemployed workers, skilled and unskilled, available to do the work was one of the most important factors that made the Blueridge Parkway possible. Out-of-work landscape architects and engineers, some of whom were Abbott's former professors, designed the parkway route. The Federal Bureau of Public Roads oversaw the construction of the motor road, dividing the parkway into 45 different projects. Private companies were awarded the contracts to build the road and hired local laborers to clear the land, operate heavy equipment, and construct the roadbed. Italian and Spanish stonemasons built the rock walls and laid the stone for tunnel portals and arch bridgeways. In early September 1935, Durham, North Carolina contractor Nello Tier and his crew unloaded several carloads of brand-new heavy equipment from a train in Galax, Virginia. A few days later, more than 100 men from the Allegheny County, North Carolina unemployment rolls began clearing brush and timber along a 12-mile right-of-way near the Virginia-North Carolina state line. Without ceremony or fanfare, construction of the Blueridge Parkway began. Hi friends, this is my good friend James, and we are in Woodlawn, Virginia. This is right outside of Galax, between Galax and Hillsville. We're getting ready to go into Miller's Market. It's an Amish-run grocery store and deli, and we've eaten here before. And the food is great. Let me show you what it looks like in there. Hi.
Man on that.
Okay, we just ate lunch there at the Miller Mart, and we couldn't leave without buying something. And they've got all kinds of great stuff in there, homemade stuff, home-raised stuff. These are homegrown pumpkin whoopie pies. They grow them right out in the field. Go out there and pick them. Child labor. I think they pick these things out there. And James got a classic chocolate chip whoopie pie. I want you to just look. This thing is like, it's the size of my head, right? And it's got like an inch thick of that cream in there. I bet it's like 10,000 calories, but I bet it's mighty good. Thanks so much for watching, sharing, liking our videos, and for joining us on the journey.